recording. So for the people watching this not live, sorry about that. You missed the intro. I know you guys love the intro. Yeah. So
Yeah,
but
it's always the same one.
it's not my evening. So yeah.
Is it mine? You know. Let me remind you that I was in hospital yesterday.
Who cares?
Which was planned and which went very fine, as you can hear. I'm still alive, which was my biggest fear. Okay, welcome back, but I don't want to visit the club. So hopefully I just hope that the checkpoint is at the right place. Get ready to switch to the to the Gamersyde logo.
Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Gamersyde. Okay. Go ahead.
I really like the music, by the way. And
I can hear it. I guess you remove the sound when talking with Dafton sometime.
Oh, maybe. No, I didn't touch anything.
I don't have the sound of the game.
Yeah, Dafton didn't have it yesterday when we talked, but I didn't touch any. Problem is yesterday I didn't want to get up or too often, so so no, I didn't touch anything. What's weird is that I have a black screen and I'm hearing nothing, and it's not normal.
Yeah, I get the black screen too. So
yeah, I think
that's interesting.
Oh no! Don't tell me I have to start the game again, because if by start I mean like play the beginning again, because
we can't show you that.
Well, there's something we can't show. I think we need to check my emails, but there's something that no, because I didn't actually kill the application. Thing is, I had to the Xbox One X is a great console, but there's a big problem when you're like us. It's like when you watch Netflix, then the HDCP is on, and it can't launch the game anymore. Great. Well, this is a good start for. Okay, and every time I do watch Netflix, if I want to plug in the console to the capture card, then it doesn't work anymore. Like I get no image, so which means I have to unplug completely the console completely in order to be able to record some gameplay or to start a live stream. And the problem is that I had to do that. Assassin's Creed were in like the you're supposed to be able to play when you turn the console on the next time. Problem is
there's something wrong right now.
There's something wrong. Yeah, I probably should. What I'll do is I'll just restart the console, maybe.
Okay. So
I'm sorry about that.
Switch to something else.
Hopefully, please try again. I'm gonna try to do this. So how do you do that? Is there a way to restart? No, turn console off. Turn off or restart. Restart now.
Restart now.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, first time. But like I said, I had to switch the console off, and the game was basically, well, not exactly on. There was a, I can't remember the name of the two modes on the console, just like on PS4 when you, like there's instant, you can play the game you stopped immediately. So it's like the console is not even starting again. Like I killed the console somehow. Or maybe it's because of the live issues. No, okay, maybe it's okay now. So let me check my email so I can see if I can show you the beginning, and then we can actually hide one sequence. I don't see really why they want us to not to show it, because it's not really interesting, but well. So let's check my emails. So many emails recently that I can catch up. Okay, so where's that document I'm supposed to the guidelines? Okay, great. The guidelines I can't see on my phone. That's so great. Thank you, phone. Oh, come on. On the bright side, I'm good.
Yeah, your Xbox One isn't.
No, my Xbox One isn't. My phone doesn't want to show me the attached review guide that I was sent today. And now the sound is doing something crazy with no. Okay, no, it's just back. Okay, so can I? What the hell is that? Install what? That would be very fun if it was. I don't know what does he want to install? Just out of curiosity, if you don't mind. Let me see what.
Yeah, it's telling you it doesn't have any space and.
Yeah, it's like the
space.
The main one. Oh, it's FIFA 19. So that's Dafton installing the game on the Gamersyde account, and so it automatically downloaded, downloads it on mine too, which is nice. But okay. So
how about some Assassin's Creed?
Why is it?
Again, sorry about that, people. If there is even anyone still there, yeah, we've still got Alan Giverson and Slow Cool there. So
yeah, well,
thanks.
Yeah, great guys. You're brave, and I don't even know why it's green now. It's supposed to be, blue. The color I chose for the background.
I'm blaming Dafton for everything.
Dafton's to blame, that's for sure. But this has been also having quite a lot of issues with the Gamersyde aspect of things. Preparing videos, like the software we use for encoding suddenly stopped working at his place. Like no matter what he was doing, I tried to reinstall it, tried to use my version, never worked, and then
GUI.
Yeah, and then he had to apparently that something changed where he never actually went there. I didn't change anything, but it had changed, and that caused a problem. So probably an update that. So I'm afraid to do this because I don't really know.
Give it a try.
And okay.
So that's something we can show?
I don't know because I can't open my damn. It's the end of it, so no, you don't hide it because the next part.
I'm not showing anything.
Oh, you're not showing anything. So basically, it's the beginning of the game. It's not the really beginning of the game, but there's a sequence after that that is a cutscene that we cannot show. And usually, I could skip, except I can't here. So maybe I will be able to do it later. So what I can say, maybe I haven't played much this week for many reasons. One of the reasons being that I was getting surgery on Tuesday morning, but also because
no one cares.
I know no one cares, but I need to repeat it as much as I can, so everyone is aware of it. And also because I took care of Forza Horizon 4, and I couldn't do summer yet. I don't know if I'll do summer, but I probably won't add my voice because now we don't have to. But it was a pretty busy last week, and the week before that it was Tomb Raider. So when we got Assassin's Creed and we got the PS4 Pro version first, got the Xbox One version yesterday, which is why I'm showing the beginning here of what I've played before. So this I can skip, so I would be able to skip some of it, not everything. So you shouldn't have to wait for too long.
I'm getting spoiled. It's
not even spoiler, no. And basically what I'm going to show tonight, whether in like the English live stream or even if you stay and stick with us. After all, we were speaking French in the beginning and we didn't even know you were listening. But it's going to be pretty much what I've seen of the PS4 Pro version, and maybe some parts, some cutscenes we'll have to also hide. There's one I know. I don't know if we'll go that far, but what I can tell you is that there are two modes when you start playing. You can obviously choose your difficulty setting, but there's also then a guided mode and an exploration mode, which is the one that was designed for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where they say it's a newer approach.
It's already there.
It's already there. Well, no, it's not exploration like the guided tour thing. It's more like you have to investigate the world to find the targets and quest objectives, And when you talk to people, when you ask,
Can I show this? By the way,
I'm not. Well, you can show maybe the. No, I don't know. No, don't show it. Don't show it. Don't show it. Because you know the screen itself might be considered spoilery, I guess. I mean by Ubisoft, not by anyone else. But and the thing is, you have to talk to the characters.
Well, maybe you can explain it. While you select
while I
something.
play. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in just a few seconds, you'll be able to switch to the game, and this is the lamest beginning we've had in a few years of live streams, I have to say.
Yeah.
But,
both you and I.
Yeah, clearly. But yeah, I saw that that icon when the game is supposed to save, so I thought I would save. Okay, that's the next sequence. I'm good. We're going to start right where we're supposed to start, and no, it actually saved.
That's
the one
is
before.
it actually loading right now, or
I think
it's still a dialogue? Okay,
it's a dialogue, and I can't skip it, and it's not it's not really an interesting.
It's
dialogue.
also loading while doing the dialogue, I guess.
Probably yes, but there's no there's no bar to or percentage to indicate.
15 minutes before we actually show any game. That's interesting.
Yeah, and then you blame me for showing the menus sometimes, but at least I'm showing something. So then of course you have
Can
the
I
choice.
show this now?
No, again, the screen selection thing. I think it's better left hidden, and then they keep talking. So you select your character. You have the choice between a man and a woman, and I choose to play and I will play as Cassandra.
As you should.
As I should. I don't like the face of the guy. I don't know why. So, and
Cassandra is very pretty. So
she's pretty, and she seems to be badass from what I've seen.
Yeah,
and
seems so too.
And, like a girl in a skirt more than I like a guy in a skirt. Though Miguel might beg to differ. I don't know. I don't know if he likes skirts, actually. Maybe not. So I think we're good now. You can show that beautiful...
I can show the white screen?
Yeah, the white screen is beautiful. And then I can have the sound again.
Yeah! And sound.
And come on, push. Turn it up. Music is nice.
Okay, will do.
Did you kill a mosquito or?
I'm trying. Just give me a minute, so I have to close my window.
Oh, your window.
Hey! Shitface! Get down here! Cyclops got a message for you.
Tell your boss he can stick it.
Right, I'm back.
That's for
I'm going
last
to
week.
put the volume a bit lower.
Malaka.
And now we wait for the mosquito.
The Cyclops said you like to act tough, so act
Anyway.
tough.
Get a little closer, and I will.
So, anything new in the fighting system?
Well, there's the parry thing, since either you don't have a shield anymore, so you have to press 2 buttons at the same time to,
So there's never a shield, or it's not shown?
as far as I know, I haven't seen a shield that I can actually use. As far as I know, you don't have a shield. Even in the Gamescom demo that I played like a month ago, there was no shield, and it was not the beginning of the adventure. So no, I think they wanted to go for something more dynamic, where you basically can counter someone attacking you if you're just careful enough by pressing the LB and RB buttons at the same time, which the timing is not difficult to get. So
by the way, this is the Xbox One X
version. Yes. And like I said, I've played the the beginning, and well, I don't know exactly how long I've played, but I would say a couple of hours of the PS4 Pro version. And what I can say from what I've seen so far of the Xbox One X version is that frame rate seems to be smoother on Xbox One X, like all the time. When there are moments in when I started playing the PS4 Pro version where I thought that there was something a bit wrong. Again, maybe because I was just playing Forza Horizon 4 on PC before, but I don't think that was just that. But I didn't have time to actually test the framework with Blim's plugin. So one of the things that's new in the game is that now you can actually choose what you want to say, and sometimes, well, not just what you say, but your actions, your some of the decisions and some of the things you'll do or won't do will have an impact on the story or on the characters, which is why they said that it's becoming even more of an RPG than before. Assassin's Creed,
a Witcher-like game.
Yeah, maybe. So usually in white, the sentences in white are just that's the example of what I was talking about before, like the two modes, I think, is you have optional things you can say, or you have basically what will just end the dialogue, or at least continue the dialogue, the main thing, but you can get information. So to know more about something, or to know more about a location, which is then how you can locate a place on the map. You're not given a sort of cursor, or like a marker, an objective marker immediately on the map. If you play with the exploration mode, it's not really difficult to find, but maybe some of the things in the beginning it was not too hard, but when I reached the boat sequences, well, probably because it was me, but because on the map I couldn't see an island, and it was an island, but maybe it was not clear enough on the map, so I had a bit of a hard time to find it in the beginning, because I went to like a big island that was not the place where I was supposed to go, and there was something interesting there that I couldn't see. So I was intrigued, and I'm still intrigued because I haven't been able to find that thing that's on that island, mysterious island. So you have choices, and that's what I said, like it's not just what you say or do, well, it's what you do here, because you have the choice to kill them or to tell them to just get the hell out of here, and I'm just going to kill them. So I can tell you, so I can tell you what happened on PS4 when I actually spared them. So I want to see what's going to happen now. So one thing that is actually different even from Assassin's Creed Origin is the way the character moves. It's like really reactive, which for me in the beginning was a bit odd, because it's something that I
played a lot about it. When we played the game on Saturday. Yeah,
I've gotten used to it more now. Yeah. But the thing is, the sense of weight that I've always got from the Assassin's Creed game, even though you complain about the animations not having been revamped or changed enough over the years, but there was a sense of weight that I actually did enjoy. Even in Origins it was there, and here it's like it's more like she's very fast, and it's not only in combat, it's also the traversal aspect, just running around or moving around, and it's a bit strange in the beginning.
Is it the same with the guy?
Yeah, it's the same. Well, I haven't played the guy, but yeah, no, from what I've seen, it's the same for both. So okay. It's it takes a bit of getting used to when you and something I like is just like in Assassin's Creed Origins, like when you add in a piece of equipment, it's going to look different, and you're going to look really different depending on what you wear, and obviously you're also going to be more protected and more dangerous if you have better weapons and better gears to defend yourself. So it's nice. But yeah, the moving around thing, it's again, it's not what you could do before. Yeah, and but then it's you actually do use the analog stick now to walk around, and if you want to run, you push it to the max, and that's what happens. So it didn't used to be like that in the old Assassin's Creed games when you had to press a button for the for all the running. So see here, we have the information we have. If you need to locate the next objective, and you have quest hints here. So he bought a new vineyard on this island, which is where you start the game. Obviously, this is just one part of the world, as you can see. It's pretty, yeah,
it's huge.
It's I think I think it's the biggest. Yeah, as every year it's like the biggest open world they've ever done. So yeah, no one would be surprised. Just I can't tell you if the size is an asset or not in the game. So we know it's on this island because we are there, so that's convenient. And we know that it's the southern part of Mount Anos, which is where we are, more or less, if I'm not mistaken. So like I said, it's pretty straightforward here. Basically, just follow the path and you find the vineyard. But it's something that you're gonna have to do, which is locate the place on the map by yourself, and you won't have, unless you play with a guided mode, you won't have an objective marker just given to you the minute you accept a quest. You're going to have to find it, which I think is probably indeed a good idea for people to feel more immersed, and for people to also it's not going to be very difficult, I guess, but given the size of the world, it could probably become a bit more difficult. And it's not even where I should be going now, but I wanted to show you this. We're going to tour around the place. Vineyard should be in the sun, so has to be over there, somewhere over there.
Should be. Yeah, it's much smoother than what I saw on Saturday on PlayStation 4. It was right there when you showed us the demo, the PlayStation 4 version, and the frame rate was, I would not say atrocious, because maybe it wasn't good.
There, like parts of the world that I showed you guys, it was not very, very smooth. Then I kept playing yesterday, or was it yesterday it was, and I don't know if I got used to it, or if it I don't think there was a patch. There might be one before the game is released. Remember that the game won't ship before October the 4th, so they still have a bit of time to smooth things up, literally. But well, yeah, clearly here it's smoother in general. And though, like I said yesterday, I played quite a lot of Assassin's Creed Odyssey on PS4 Pro, and I didn't mind, and I actually enjoyed my time on the game more than the first time when I was the frame rate is actually really bugging me. So I found Marcos, and I'm going to join him.
Is there any justification for a bird?
Well, there might be along the like there are some flashbacks sometimes, so maybe they'll explain why they.
Because there was some for in origin, but here it's like there you've got a bird, enjoy.
So I don't think I've seen anything that explains the bird, but maybe I have and I've forgotten, because I was I was in surgery yesterday. Did I talk about it there?
No one cares.
I know. but you know, it's like I have to let people know that you know, you make me work even though I'm just out of surgery.
Yeah.
So
you're the one who make me work.
Yeah, I know. But I'm the one who actually said, "Oh yeah, we could stream the game tonight." That'd be crazy.
Yeah, and also, oh, yeah, I need space.
What?
This morning.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, no, I didn't say I need space. I just said that I prepared videos, and it was
basically like nudge,
No,
make sure I've got space.
No. It was not like that. It was more like if you want to check them out, if you want to watch them before everyone else, you just feel free to do it.
I wish you would have told me that before.
I don't believe you.
So Cassandra is pretty mad because he bought a vineyard and they don't really have the money for that.
I like wine, you like wine, everybody likes
And he
wine.
doesn't really know
Everybody
anything about
buys
wine.
Why not from me?
Which is what I'm gonna say.
Because you don't know
So
how
one
to
thing
grow
that's
grapes
changed because
or
I
make
killed those
wine.
2 guys from the beginning is when if you don't kill them, they're going to ambush you with other men on your way to the vineyard.
You know me better than
Like, you know, I
don't have a plan?
spared myself
Always has a plan.
one more combat sequence.
Then do you have the money you owe me?
Do I have
And the
money
problem is
I
that
owe
Marcos
you?
actually
Of
owed
course,
money
of
to her.
course.
So
Well,
she's
no,
not too happy
not
that
at
he
the
bought a
moment.
vineyard,
Then
which I can understand.
get it.
Instantly, my friend,
Yeah,
instantly.
the factual expressions
maybe you should do
on
that.
Cassandra are
There is
really,
a
really
merchant
nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Well, it depends on the characters, but yeah, for Cassandra, it's pretty
I
good.
said Cassandra specifically.
It's just waiting for you and Sammy, my friend.
Who's the merchant?
And just don't let us know if you can hear the sound. All right, if you can hear the characters too.
Because is it low for you?
It's low for me, but you know.
Okay, well, I can share that.
Giving him money
He always pays me back.
after I threaten him.
Exactly. Everybody benefits. Doris gets his money.
So you can
I
see
digress.
you can see you can see what type of character Marcus is right from the start. So that's, you know, where you find the information. Like, you have to find Duris.
Where can I find Doris?
In a shop in Sami overlooking the docks. You know this, Cassandra.
Yeah, she knows, but I don't. Well, actually, I do know because I've played that already. But
Possibly know.
How
and
do you want to handle this one?
Not like you handled that olive oil business. That was too much.
you know, his voice reminds me of someone or like
And
a
now we'll never
game
get any
character.
more
I can't
from
remember.
him. If you kill
I don't know
them
if
all,
I'm
I have
just
no
nobody
idea.
benefits. Threatening them and maybe more. Breaking things, certainly. Steal the money if you have to, but don't rob me of my customers. Unless you can't avoid it.
apparently last
These
time she
things
killed
happen.
everyone, which is not too convenient for
You'd
someone
better
who
have my
wants
money,
to,
Marcos.
you know, when
I'd
they're
hate to have to sell
customers
that
and
vineyard.
Who cares?
Of course he will. Oh,
Well, it's your
after
like
there's another
it's
matter I
it's
want
your
to
line for
discuss.
today.
After.
Who cares?
Fine, but I'm
Yeah.
taking a horse.
It's like, who cares that, you know, we're speaking French, you know, and everyone is actually listening to us and we have no clue.
Interest, Marcos.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah, well, at
benefits.
least.
Of course,
I don't
my
think we
friend.
said anything
You shall
bad.
have your pick.
Yeah, like I said, you know, we talked about the V3 and people on the English side, they have no clue.
Oh yeah, V3. That's true.
Something that's coming, you know,
If
very, very
there's
soon.
anyone watching in English and wants to know about V3, let us know.
Yeah,
V3 is the next version of the site, and
V3 is upon us.
it's coming along quite well.
So you can choose your
Tell me
horse.
about this one.
The Skiros.
But
You
do
have
the
an
horse's
eye
balls
for
shrink
That
if
horse
it's cold?
can cling to mountain passes
It's
like
a
a
very
dog.
important feature.
I don't think it. No, I don't want to
You
know.
know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure. I want to know what you're
Because
talking about.
that's a feature in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, really? That is. Oh,
Yes.
I didn't read anything about. Oh, that's interesting.
Is it because you were in the hospital?
I like the look
That
of
I
one
didn't
of the
care
legs.
about drinking balls.
The Mosconia.
Or that you didn't read about?
No, because basically,
Shrinking balls.
even the first review previews, I never read anything.
I've made my choice.
Yeah, but it made the headlines everywhere because it's such
The one on the left.
an amazing feature, I would say. It says a lot about the budget of the game.
Well, sure, yeah, when you can actually take time to do that. It's just I like this one. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to take this.
There's 200 species of animals in the game.
Oh, that's a lot of species.
Yeah. And on the PlayStation 4, the special PlayStation 4 released with the game, it says that you need 105 gigabytes of disk space for the game.
Really?
Yeah, so people are wondering if it's about installing it, because when you install a game on PlayStation 4, it can take twice as much space, I think.
Okay.
Or if the game is actually 100 gigabytes with
I think it's more the
patch and the network stuff and everything.
The installation process probably, because that is just crazy if the game is that big.
Yeah.
Although again, considering like Dakar 18, which is not a big game, I think it's more than 45 gigs, which is pretty huge for a game like that.
Well, strangely, or not strangely, but open worlds are usually much smaller than games with just the streaming levels, because they have to reuse a lot of assets.
Well, that's the thing, and Dakar
to be able to string the game.
Dakar is open world, so that's why I was surprised.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's you have like 10,000 square kilometers of several countries like Argentina, Bolivia, and Peru. So it's
wow, interesting.
So here, there's still the objective marker that I said that we wouldn't get. My assumption is that because it's a place that she knows, and it's a merchant that she's supposed to go see to get the money that he owes Marcos.
Well, maybe as soon as someone tells her the specific location.
Yeah, then you get the marker. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably something like that, which makes sense in a way, because again, she knows this island very much. She's been there quite a while. We'll actually might see that in a flashback.
Yeah, certainly not a bad looking game.
No, it looks very, very nice. You know, like some things, you know, some textures sometimes they don't look just as sharp as you'd like them to be, but overall it's still a very, very good looking game, especially like in the distance, which is not something that all video games can do very well. Is that when things are very far away.
I'm curious if the textures on Xbox One X are better than on PlayStation 4 Pro.
Honestly,
I guess Alfred at Digital Foundry will tell us, but
honestly, I don't know. I mean, like just playing like I did, just play the PS4 Pro version yesterday and today. What I can just say is that frame rate is smoother, but textures. I know that Dafton told me, some of the textures are not incredibly detailed sometimes on Xbox. That's what he said, and he didn't see the PS4 Pro version more than maybe more than
10 minutes, like me,
like you, and maybe even less because he was not really in the room. So you can still whistle and lure your enemies, which is always very easy with Assassin's Creed. And
one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time. Combat is not one at a time, but stealth is made quite easy because the AI is not brighter than before. But it's like a thing of all games now. Whether you play Shadow the Tomb Raider or even Spider-Man, don't expect the AI to do anything very smart.
Time to get Phoebe out of here.
So there's Phoebe. But yeah, wait.
Phoebe Buffet?
It's not Buffet. No, it's actually not spelled in the same way. Because she's Greek. Oh, sorry, I was actually never found the button to actually I can carry them, but then I never find a way to throw them somewhere, so I have to dodge or just use my weapon. I don't know. I must be stupid yesterday, but I couldn't find it.
It
I had
wasn't
to
so
be.
bad. Last time they put a cloth in my mouth so I'd stop biting.
Phoebe, just be careful. You're alone now since
my parents died? I'm okay. I've got you, and You've got me and Marcos. We're your family, right?
So flashback.
Ooh.
It's not a playable flashback.
It's a nice widescreen at least.
Yeah. I am wondering also if on Xbox One X the loading time when you fly the eagle and you're a bit too far away from the character, if it's as long as on PS4 Pro, because you know, being used to play Origins on PC on a SSD, it felt a bit strange at first on PS4 Pro.
Rises as soon as they have fallen.
So that's Cassandra as a girl.
Yeah, I think people
just
notice that.
stating the obvious. And this is her father and mother.
Do we know how many differences there are in actual cutscenes and everything, depending of if you choose a male or female character?
Oh, you mean in terms of dialogues or in terms of what's
dialogues?
going on?
Yeah, no, I don't think what's going on, but dialogues and it could be quite different for this. And like the mother could say, "Oh, what are you doing with my daughter?"
No.
She's just a girl or things like that.
No. You can just see that you know, he has like he has plans for his daughter, and you know, the fact that she's a girl, it doesn't change what, you know, that's why he's training her. And so whether it might not make sense historically speaking, maybe. Although again, I'm not, you know,
but yeah,
I don't know much about history, but
are my greatest pride.
See, you know, she's his greatest pride, and
Remember that.
And she'll bring this family to glory.
Bring this family to glory. Go.
Yeah, I think that the face rigs are quite a bit improved since Origins. I don't remember the faces being that expressive before.
Yeah, they're
especially
better.
the eyes.
Yeah. It's maybe not as well done as in some other games, but it's good now, and it's the eyes. I think it's what you said. It's just you can see the emotion in the character's eyes, and it makes a big difference.
So we've got 5 minutes.
Well, yeah. So at least you haven't been spoiled very much.
No.
But you get this
much anyway.
No.
Yeah, sorry about that again.
Yeah, and so we know, you know, we're not streaming more because we only have like 1 hour and 30 minutes of streaming allowed anyway. So it's not like, you know, we're actually doing 40 minutes because we want to go to bed very early. Although, I guess Bleem wants to.
Yeah, please.
So mercenaries, just like in Origins, you can be, you know, chased because you're high profile, and here, of course, is way above my level, so I should avoid him at all costs. I actually beat him on PlayStation 4. I was level 4 and he was level 5, and I had to be very cautious because every time he hit me, I could die pretty fast. So that was interesting. Obviously, when you're the same level or above, then it gets very easy. If you kept Phobos not available, what? Don't tell me I have to go back on foot. Or maybe I haven't learned. Oh yes, yeah. So you can, yeah. If you hold, you know, she's going to whistle and the horse gonna come. But if you keep pressing down. When the horse arrives, she automatically jumps on the horse, which I think is pretty nice, even though sometimes it's a bit awkward to see. But you know, you don't have to press Y and then climb on the horse. No, it's just a very stylish way of actually getting on the horse. There are dogs everywhere. There are more cats in the Origins, but
yeah,
you know.
the the world feels well. It was the same in
yeah,
the world
it's always been
feels much more alive than Forza Motorsport 4. 4 of course.
Sure. Yeah, it's always been one of the big strengths of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
always been able to create very lively worlds filled with people and yeah.
sometimes too much.
Yeah, like in Unity there was
Hello.
well, I mean, it felt normal in the streets of Paris, but yeah, let's say it made more problems than maybe they expected. Created more problems. So even this guy, who's just a secondary character, he's okay, The
You should have thought of that when you borrowed drachmi, Doris.
But my family.
It's hot. I'm in a bad mood, and you are going to pay. We both know it. Now the question is, what do I break first?
what do I
You?
break first?
Or your merchandise?
You told Marcos I've paid enough already. I won't bow to
I like
a
her.
mercenary or to someone foolish enough to borrow money from the Cyclops.
From the Cyclops? That's how he bought his vineyard?
So yeah, we learned that he borrowed the money for the vineyard from the Cyclops, which are guys that he actually owed money. He owed them money. So yeah, so I'll just choose to leave him alone now, because I understand that
Marcos and I need to have a talk.
Marcos is
Then at least
I don't know. Is just as annoying as he is important in her life, but it's also very annoying.
Is the comic sidekick maybe a bit?
I don't know if he'll stay, because at some point you leave the island behind.
Maybe we'll stop here unless you have something very quick to show.
Well, no, other than the the village and the place,
maybe
and
we've got 1 minute.
yeah, just just visit the place. Oh, I don't know if people can hear that, but very strange noise. Oh, one thing that is actually well done in well, I guess you can always film better somewhere else, but the water is nice.
Oh, nice.
In a game.
Yeah.
And in AAA games, it's been something that's been missing more or less, from God of War to even Shadow of the Tomb Raider, where I thought some effects didn't work.
In Forza it's great too.
Ah, yeah, it's true, but you don't get to see it very much unless you stop and watch it.
Well, here it's quite an important part of the game, so
yeah, it makes sense. But it is also in God of War, and it looks horrible. In God of War.
The water, when it's very close, look very fuzzy. It looks very fuzzy on the stream. I don't know how to describe it. When it turns to maybe a bit like snow. I'm forgetting the word. Mousse.
Yeah, like foam. You mean?
Yeah, foam. Yeah, when it turns to foam, is it very? No, but it looks a bit too fuzzy on the stream. Yeah, we can see it here. You have to be close to the actual ground. Anyway, we really have to leave you guys.
I don't see anything shocking.
Very sorry about the first 15 minutes. So next live, I guess, very soon, because it's the big season with many games coming.
Yeah. So I have no idea what games will be streaming, and probably like today I'll be announcing it just before it starts. But hopefully, we'll have less technical issues to start the game than we had today.
And also dumb issues of me being a dumbass.
Oh no, just we're just speaking French. That's okay. I think people can understand. That's our language after all.
Yeah. Anyway, see you next time.
Yeah. See you, and thanks for being here.